I'm joined by Gaurav Gogoi, a member of Parliament Lok Sabha. He's also the deputy leader of the Congress party in Lok Sabha. He's member of Parliament from Assam. Mr. Gogoi, thank you very much for joining us on TV9 Digital. And I would like to begin this interview by asking you what will happen to the Parliament, because it's been a week now, it's not functioning. Can we expect the Parliament to function, sir?
Well, Kartikeya, the country is witnessing tremendous challenges on our economic front, on the front of inflation, but most importantly, what is a challenge not only within India, but across the world is the attack on our democracy and the aims to suppress and silence those who are criticizing this government. And therefore, the Pegasus inquiry has taken on a monumental role. And the government of India, I don't know why, is afraid of ordering a probe of how a foreign agency managed to hack the mobile devices of Indian citizens. Surely the Ministry of Home Affairs will be concerned that an agency originating from Israel has got access to Indian citizens' mobile devices, some of whom have already got their phones analyzed forensically and their allegations and has been proven true. And while a country like Israel and France have ordered probes, our country is shying away. Now, if there is an intelligence hack into an official of the election commission, of someone linked to the Supreme Court judiciary, members of the press, members of the opposition political parties, surely this ministry and the government should order a probe immediately. And I think if the government orders a probe, which is and thereby listening to our demand, I think we will have a normal, fully functional parliament. The government needs to get off its high horse.
So are you saying, Mr. Gogoi, that there has to be a impartial inquiry? Or is there a specific demand in terms of it? Like of, for example, a retired judge of Supreme Court. Has Congress thought of a contour?
Yes, we are asking for a probe with the judicial oversight. Why we're asking it? Because Pegasus and the originating company NSO has itself said that they only work with governments. So whether that's central government, state government, so therefore there will always be a role of the central government. And therefore we want a judicial probe. And therefore we are saying not a JPC, get us a judicial probe with a sitting Supreme Court judge through a commission of inquiry. Remember in the past, Kartikeya, when the BJP were in opposition, they demanded a JPC into 2G. The then Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, accepted that demand. So if then the Congress government, because we had nothing to be afraid of, we had a JPC. This government is rubbishing, forget about a probe. They are saying that the entire Pegasus report is rubbish. The opposition is making stupid, irrational allegations. So we are making irrational allegations. Members of your fraternity are making irrational allegations. The government of France is ordering a probe over an irrational allegation. Surely the government needs to have a much more better thought out response to this.
So you're basically saying once this is resolved, the parliament will function?
Absolutely. I think then we can have a debate, because last week we were saying we had submitted adjournment motions on price rise, on farmers, on COVID. We had a debate on COVID in Rajya Sabha. Remember, the parliament did function for the debate on COVID. But then again, what did the people of India witness? A brazen lie by this government. Its health minister saying that nobody died from oxygen. This is the response of this government. Look at you remember the scenes in Delhi. Our youth Congress members were running from house to house with oxygen cylinders. And now this government says this is the response.
Would
so
you like
even the debates that do take place are not being taken seriously.
Are you also pushing for a debate in Lok Sabha on the farm issue? Today, Rahul Gandhi came to parliament on a tractor.
On farm issues, we've been saying, our members of Punjab have been saying from day one, roll back the farmers' anti-farm bills. Today, Rahul Gandhi ji himself drove a tractor to the parliament. Remember a few days ago, in last week, we even had a protest outside of parliament in front of the Mahatma Gandhi statue, saying that the farmers of India, of UP, Punjab want a rollback. If the government is so vehement, please tell us in these months when the farm bills have been enacted into law, what advantage have farmers got? What additional benefit have farmers got? Across the board, Kartikeya, we're seeing a corporatization and the government playing the role of a facilitator, whether it's airports, whether it's railways, whether it's the farm sector. Even now, Kartikeya, you know yourself, the taxes on corporates have been reduced, but the excise duty on petrol and diesel, which affect the middle class and the poor, have increased. And what does the government reply? That we are collecting this excess money in terms of petrol and excise duties to build infrastructure. Then why not raise the tax on the corporates? You're giving the corporates the relief and you're extracting money from the poor and the middle class. Surely this government is not being responsible or sensitive to the pressing concerns of India.
But are you allies on board, or is it just the demand of the Congress party, or the entire opposition is on board with you?
You have seen on Pegasus probe, we have seen that all major parties want to probe, whether it is TMC, whether it is DMK. Our major allies are left front. We are all together on this. And I think it's an important issue. I think forget about political parties. We as civil society, we as Indians, as members of the press, as members of the judiciary, as members of those who want clean governance, and we want our election commission to be independent and accountable. If there is no free press, if there's no independent judiciary, if there's no autonomous election commission, if opposition political parties are always under intimidation, then how will democracy thrive?
But doesn't it worry you, Mr. Gogoi, that by end of the parliament, and I have seen it, that what happens is that most of the important bill gets passed without any debate, because that's the resolution which is reached. That okay, let the bill be passed. So again, you'll have so many bills without being being passed in Lok Sabha without any proper debate.
Well, that's where the danger is. That here is a government that is willing to brazen it out. It is unwilling to relent to public pressure, to political pressure. Even the Editors Guild of India want a judicial probe. It's not just the Congress party's demand. But here is a government that is sliding towards authoritarianism. And this Pegasus probe is nothing, when you're snooping on deputy chief ministers, is nothing but a descent into authoritarianism. And if therefore it is even that much more incumbent on the opposition parties to be the voice and the strength of people of India. Because when government is running roughshod over the opposition, it is not opposition political parties that they're running roughshod over. It is the people of India's concerns they're running roughshod over. It is the concerns of the poor and the middle class related to inflation. It is to the concerns of the farmers with respect to the farm bills. It is the concern of the citizens with respect to democracy. So they're not running roughshod over us. They're running roughshod over the entire nation.
Gaurav, I'm not trying to give any green check to the government of India, but by saying that if this does not happen, the parliament will not function. Doesn't it translate into a dysfunctional parliament? We have seen 2 waves of COVID, and parliament has not been functioning properly. The first time the parliament, after the first wave of the COVID, it had to be shut down because a lot of people got infected. Even the second time around, there were a lot of issues. Now there is some sense of normalcy, but the parliament is not functioning. Imagine the most important and sacred part of our governance, which is in a democracy, which is legislative function. It's not taking place, and once you don't have a legislative function, you don't have an executive oversight. Don't you think that it ultimately erodes the democracy if you don't have legislative oversight and the parliament just doesn't function?
Karthik, that's a fantastic question. You're right that the parliament is an institution of democracy. But if parliament is an institution of democracy, accountability is one of the key principles of democracy. If the institution has to be alive, then the principle of accountability and transparency must be followed. And you talked about COVID, what this government said. It evaded accountability. It said no deaths from oxygen shortage. When it comes to petroleum, today the Minister of Petroleum said that there was no accountability, that this government was planning to continue. We did not hear from the minister's reply that the poor and the middle class are to get any respite in the near term or in the short term. So if the principle of accountability is not alive, how will the institution of parliament thrive? And therefore, if anybody is eroding the value of this institution, it's the government itself.
And lastly, do you expect some sort of do you expect that, there should be some meeting between you, Parliamentary Affairs Minister, or from the leader of the Lok Sabha? Do you expect any resolution at some point of time?
I do hope so. As I said, this is not new. When we were in the ruling and the opposition wanted a probe, we met them. We also said, let's have a debate, let's have a discussion. At that time, the BJP leader says, no, we must have a JPC, we must have a JPC. And in the larger interest of having the parliament function in the same manner as you outlined in your previous question, we agreed to a JPC because we have nothing to hide from. So what is this government? What is preventing this government? If it's not for sheer ego and sheer arrogance, what is this government from acceding our demand of a probe and then letting the parliament function?
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you for talking to me on Point with Karthikeyan, which is a special program on TV9 Digital. For more news and other developments, keep on watching TV9.